Hey there, Teresa here. When I was meditating this morning, wondering what I wanted to share in this video, this line came through clear as a bell. There can't be flow where there's fear. I know that one. Fear. When we're afraid, I mean, we even physically go into postures that really embody blocking, protecting, defending ourselves. There can't be flow where there's fear because fear blocks or stops the flow. It stops the flow of love. It stops the flow of joy. It stops the flow of life energy. This isn't much flow going on, and it stops the flow of money. The catch 22 of this is that while you can get, maybe this makes sense, fear blocks the flow, and if we're in fear and we're hiding and there's a block, nothing can flow out, nothing can flow in. The problem is that almost all of the things that we've been taught to do, we think we're supposed to do, we know to do around money, are consciously or subconsciously coming from a place of fear. A fear of not having enough, a fear of having too much, a fear of what will people think, a fear of scarcity, a fear of not being enough, a fear of doing it wrong, a fear of failure, a fear of success, a fear of guilt is another form of fear that I see for lots of people who, on the surface, maybe they're doing really well financially, and you might think, like, well, they're experiencing flow, but there's still fear there. They're afraid to enjoy what they have because they feel guilty about it, or what if they won't have enough in the future? And we ask ourselves questions: should I or shouldn't I do this? There's fear around money when you don't want to see what's in your bank account because you're afraid it's too much or too little. There's fear around money when you won't spend money on something for you that you truly enjoy, that supports you, because you think maybe you don't deserve it, or you shouldn't, or other people need it more, or again, well, what if I don't have enough money for the future? And the archetype of scarcity that I talk about all the time, it's all fear-based. All of our thinking we have to do more and make more and save more and have more. And the opposite of it that says, well, I need to spend less, and I need to spend less, and I have to go without, and I have to go. It's all fear-based. That's why it's called scarcity. And in the box that the archetype of scarcity puts us in and has us bounce from one side to the other, and from scarcity looking for abundance, hopefully get abundance, afraid to go back to scarcity. Now we got scarcity, let's do more and make more so we can have abundance, and then we're afraid we're going to go back to scarcity. Inside that box there is no flow. There is just force. There is just pressure. There is just stress. There is like never enough. And in response to that, there's also things like overwhelm and exhaustion and desperation and burnout. That's not flow. Unblocking your money flow isn't about like changing not enough money to now I'm making lots of money, although that can be a benefit of it, a consequence of unblocking your money flow. Unblocking your money flow is ultimately starting to transform the ground, the foundation that your relationship with money is built upon, so that it's no longer driven by fear, conscious or subconscious, because then it can flow. It can flow to you. It can flow through you in ways that support life and health and well-being for you, and it can also flow from you in ways that support life, health, and well-being for others. That's the mission I'm on. It's time that we transform the scarcity-based, fear-based relationship with money that we've all got, consciously or subconsciously, because it's It's how we're wired in our culture. To transform it to one that allows money to flow in ways that supports life, health, and well-being for us all, including you, my friend. Now, if that sounds like the type of relationship you would like to begin to experience, then I invite you to reach out to me, because just next week we're starting a 6-week journey together that's designed to begin to unblock and activate your money flow. Just comment below, PM me, email me, reach out to me for details. I would be honored to support you, because fear will always block flow. And so much of what we fear, especially around money, really is unnecessary. Thanks for watching.